Hello everyone. My topic is women empowerment. So first of all, we will briefly discuss about gender inequality. Gender inequality is the idea that men and women are not equal and that gender affects an individual's living experience. These differences arise from distinctions in biology, psychology and cultural norms. As we all know, India is a male dominated nation where males are dominated in all areas and females are required to be solely responsible for family care and live at home, including many other constraints. About 50% of India's population is protected by women. Only so the country's full development depends on half of population. That means women who are not empowered are still restricted by many social cases of abuse. Women empowerment refers to making women powerful to make them capable of deciding for themselves. Women have suffered a lot through the years at the hands of men. In earlier centuries, they were treated as almost non existent, as if all the rights belonged to men, even something as basic as voting. As the, time, as the times evolved, women realized their power. There on began the revolution for women empowerment. Need for women empowerment. Empowerment of women is a necessity for the very development of a society, since it enhances both the quality and the quantity of human resources available for development. Women's empowerment and achieving gender equality is essential for our society to ensure the sustainable development of the country. India is amongst the countries which are not safe for women. There are various reasons for this. Women in India are in a danger of honor killings. Their family thinks it's right to take their lives if they bring shame to the reputation of their legacy. Women are not allowed to pursue higher education. They are married off early. The men are still dominating women in some regions, like it's the woman's duty to work for him endlessly. Domestic violence is major problem in India. The men beat up their wife and abuse them as they think women are their property. More so because women are afraid to speak up. The women who do actually work get paid less than their male counterparts. This is downright unfair and sexist to pay someone less for the same work because of their gender. Thus, we see how women empowerment is the need for the hour. We need to empower these women to speak up for themselves and never be a victim of injustice. Gender inequality affects women's health, financial status, education, and political involvement. First one is women's health. Women live longer than men but spend fewer years in good health. The gender pay and pension gaps 16.3% and 38% respectively put older women in particular at risk of poverty and social exclusion, which creates barriers to health services. Further, gender role conflicts, total workload, and unpaid work have potential adverse effects on women's well being and long term health. Next one is financial status. Women usually depends on men for a financial security. Earlier, in the villages, even if woman earns the money, that money has to be given to the men or husband. Studies also shows that men only spends the portion of the money on family while women spends the entire money to the family. Third one is education. Usually, men are given more opportunities and preferences for education. Women are not allowed to pursue higher education as their families believes that they are to be married off early and providing them education is of no use. And the last one is political involvement. As we know that political involvement of women is very low in India. Even though there is reservation for women, we rarely find women in the politics. There are some exceptional cases like Nirmala Sitharaman, Sonia Gandhi, Mayawati, Indira Gandhi, etc. In the next slide, we'll see how to empower women. In this, the individuals and government must both come together to make it happen. Education for girls must be made compulsory so that women can become literate to make a life for themselves. They must be given equal opportunities in every field, irrespective of gender. Moreover, they must also be given equal pay. By abolishing child marriage, various programs must be held where they can be taught skills to fend for themselves in case they face financial crisis. The shame of divorce and abuse must be thrown out of window. Many women stay in abusive relationship because of the fear of society. Parents must teach their daughters it is okay to come home divorced rather than in a coffin. So now we will discuss about the two measures, that is Gender Related Development Index GDI and Gender Empowerment Measure GEM. These two measures is to measure the empowerment of women. So the first one is Gender Related Development Index GDI. It includes life expectancy, educational attainment and standard of living. The Gender Related Development Index GDI measures gender gaps in human development achievements by accounting for disparities between women and men in three basic dimensions of human development: health, knowledge, and living standards, using the same component of indicators as in the HDI. Second one is Gender Empowerment Measure GEM. Gender Empowerment Measure GEM is a measure of inequalities between men's and women's opportunity in a country. It combines inequalities in three areas: political participation and decision making, economic participation and decision making, and power over economic resources. It is classified as 3. PI is equal to Index of Political Participation and Decision Making Power. EI, Index of Economic Participation and Decision Making Power. And PERI is equal to Index of Power over Economic Resources. In conclusion, I would like to say that women represent half the world's population and gender inequality exists in every nation on the planet. Until women are given the same opportunities that men are, entire societies will be destined to perform below their true potentials. The greatest need of the hour is change of social attitude to women. Thank you.